seen and heard in all worlds. I'm talking about the real Allah, the Asiatic black man, that this truth is known from, whether you call it Masonry, or call it Sufism in the Arabic world, or call it, you know what I mean, Templar, the craft, you know what I mean, whether you guard, wherever you go, this mystery God has been used to shield the truth, you know what I mean? And like he said, okay, because you think of the gang world, right? So killing, drinking, you know what I'm saying, lewdness, sex, drugs. So what that is it's like Allah world manifest, devil world manifest. Because I can tell you, the people themselves, where I live, we're just people. But it's almost like the more they promote it and the more it goes on, and the more they lock away those who are pushing positivity, it manifests as the lewdness, you know what I mean? So I can't deny it, but I just know that in the midst of all that, it's uncles, fathers, sons, daughters, mothers who know the truth, preserve the truth, and teach the truth, you know what I mean, regardless of the struggle, regardless of the repercussion or the backlash, you know what I mean? And like he said, okay, I'm gonna keep real with you guys, because like how the guy said, you got a lot of guys who learn the belly, and that's all they run with. You run into them, they drunk or smoking in the corner, they'll build with you, but that's it, you know what I mean? So when I got out, and I was lost, I wanted to make sure I was culturing correctly. The first guy I ran into that really put me on my square wasn't even from Love Out Loud, Supreme Understanding. And he hooked me with some guys in Love Out Loud that really came from that similar background, you know what I mean? That really took me up under their wing.
It came from the gang life?
But not even just the gang life, yeah, but like more like the same area. Like I said, Love Out Loud, that kind of cross breeds there, you know what I mean? So we might be from the same area, have similar cousins, uncles, similar ways we talk and dress. So he just hooked me. He just be like, oh, you from Medina? We're gonna put you with some Medina guys, And that don't mean that you're gonna stay with them, you know what I mean? You might start building with guys you meet from P-Line, whatever. It's just, that's where we're gonna start you at. You know what I mean? You're a baby. You know what I mean? You can't.
That's it. Not to interrupt you, but see, that's a jewel right there. See, you gotta teach the people that's like you, that you can identify with, right? And the things what's happening to them, you can explain it to them. See what I'm saying? That's why it's good to teach the younger people, right? That's dealing with the same thing you're dealing with. You see what I mean? People think it's just, see, like how you said, look, people say, yo, this tree is grumpy. No, God, there's a practical reason why we teach people younger than us, God. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time for niggas to be telling us he know better than us, God. You know what I'm saying?
Also, it's like how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's when you start beating a lot of the guys who want to add on. You understand? It's like even now, because of that big gap, like I talk a lot in the belly, but it's not the same as because in there you can only go to knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I don't care what you think. You can't culture it for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like until you can culture it, you can't feel the power.
You ain't free.
Yeah.
You ain't got your freedom to live your culture.
So it's like that gap between that and the getting the chance to actually culture it. I still approach it with that humility of a child, like, you feel what I'm saying? And what that does for me is I see certain guys, now that the nation grown, you got older dudes who go, oh, I heard that still, Cool J, Wu-Tang, I want to be down. And it's like, they're not even here for the knowledge, really. They're here for the I want to be stamped. Because we're the only nation that can come in the name of Allah. It's true, it's real. I mean, everybody else can, the 5%, as the degree says, is the poor righteous teachers, you know what I mean? Right. Who teach the truth. So all the human families, civilized people, Muslim son. Okay, but only this nation comes in the name of Allah. You know what I mean? And that means something. That's why you see so many rappers and just different people, even sports, that want to come in the name of Allah, but like he said, don't want to actually do the lesson. they go and adhere to the sports manager, what he's saying, at 5 in the morning, they can't get a degree in, or, you know, it's no tree to grow from that, because there's no root being planted. Like I said, the roots that was planted in my mind, always, you know, no matter what I get caught in, they're there. You know.
What was the response to your peers? Or what was your peers' response to getting out?
Complete negativity. You know, because as degrees teachers, right? See, what the guy built on, he stood on that the devil. What you gotta understand is, let's take them out of the mainstream. Most of their what you would call gang underworld type thing, they pushed that they're the devil. Proudly. Right? Before we start saying, because I'm talking about they pushed that proud, like they did the horns, the sexual stuff, they were getting all that, like, yeah. So with us, you're either the piece with magnetic, you feel what I'm saying, and so, or not. So it's like the response was, okay, it's the truth. So we can't even entertain it.
You say they didn't want to entertain truth?
Because they're living the lie. It's one thing to like, see, you go into church, this is the cold part. The streets have got so cold now, right? Because the truth is out there. That you might even go into a religious place and build with them, and you can scientifically break something down there. Right? Because they're the biggest enemy. They're going to be, you know, their ways of action like a snake in the grafted type. But see, in the streets, they're just like, man, we know all that. We don't care. Fuck that. What's that going to do for you? They're just hard to paint. But this is what I love about it, though. Father Allah came out the temple to teach. In you know what I'm saying, with the grave diggers, right? And my peers' response being so hard in the paint against it is what made me have to stand on it.
Yeah.
Say, you feel what I'm saying? Like, is it real or not? Because I did an interview with guys who was like, what you mean? Because I said something about the East, and I was saying, no, I didn't mean it disrespectfully. I was saying, like, in the East, it's already been so glamorized to be a guy, you can almost use it to slide in. You can even get to 120 and, you know, I'm God.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But then, you know, you go somewhere where they don't like that, you enemy number one. It's just, that's why I remember the name Crip Jesus, because it became like the Book of John, where he's teaching them, hey, you the guys, we the guys, we can do this and that. And they're like, nigga, we're going to kill you for even saying that. Forget even examining if we can do that, or we got an arm, leg, or a head, none of that. We're going to kill you for even speaking that the God superpowers that we believe in, these mysteries, have anything to do with you, us, or anything of that nature. He's acting like it's not a mystery.
You know what that is? Is that when people got a world that they created, right? It's like there's, you know, especially certain people that's really in tune with that world, right? They understand that there's certain things that can't be introduced into this world, and we still survive doing this. And you can't, all this helping people and shit, like, nah, son, we can't. We can't think like that, son. We can't
tell somebody about the tribe of alcohol. It's like, it's mental. You know, they want to argue, we should bash with that. That don't have nothing to do with the, you know what I'm saying? This is mental. When you join the mathematical tribe and you cut that off, like he said, the darkness can't stand anymore. Yeah. Lightness cancels out darkness. You feel what I'm saying? It's not vice versa. So there you have it. So it can't even be a speck of light. Even a match illuminates what's in the room in a dark house. You know what I'm saying? They can't have that. Now you want to light more matches. Pretty soon there's not gonna be any darkness left in here.
Right, trying to blow that shit up before he.
But here's the cold part though. We don't see how the devil in let's say, why does the devil teach that? To make our people a slave, also use them as a tool. Because what happens is, use our people as a tool, also make them a slave. Because what happens is, when you have the darkness, right? It's like you see in the streets, whether it be a pimp with a young girl or a big homie with his little homies. Their best tool on you is to get you out of where you understand what's going on. Get you somewhere where you get what I'm saying, where it's darkness. Now you're desperate, now you're ignorant, you're vulnerable. Knowledge is power, you know what I'm saying? When they take away all these things we depend on, all we're gonna have is knowledge. Right? You're gonna have to join the tribe algebra to survive. Because you're not gonna have to put nothing together. You know, you're not gonna know what, you know what I mean? Because like he said, it's not about the magical power. Everybody's hoping that somebody's gonna fly down here and you're gonna say the right Shama Lama Lama disappear and hop on the wing and fly right
Yeah, that's what they think, God.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll understand that's when you're gonna finally have to use your arm, legs, and head. Like he said, his first thing he's gonna say is, "Where's the bathrooms?"
You say me this place, everybody's paradise. Man, listen. But see, that's the science of building. You know what I mean? That's the science of building on every level. And see, like how you said, look, everybody want to be a star. Nobody want to do the legwork. See, even this right here. Yeah, you said this legwork involved. You understand what I mean? It's just everybody else got shit to, I got shit to do too. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a star. Everybody want to, you want to be Malcolm X. You don't got to be Malcolm X. If you one person, see, look, if you one person, right, try to affect two people. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the knowledge, right, we was told, well, I was told, you got to affect 9 people. You know what I'm saying? Other brothers was told 10 people. You know what I'm saying? I was told 9 people, like Allah had his 9 born, you gotta born 9. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. We don't gotta be Malcolm X and save the whole, you know what I'm saying? That's sometimes the people who's fucking up that. See what I'm saying? Because see, even those people, they didn't start out to save the whole world. They started out to deal with this situation. You know, we got this situation where the bus niggas boycotting. All right, we going, you know, or they not let people on the bus. We're gonna go out there and handle that business. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Now, years later, you seeing the impact of a seed being planted. Yeah. Right? Now you got a whole forest here because that tree grew and seeds dropped off of that tree and those trees grew and trees, you understand what I mean? So now it's this whole big thing that's happened from civil rights. You see what I mean? But it's the same type of thing. You know, when it was time to go out there and get beat with those sticks and the dogs biting and all that shit, yeah, it was work involved with that. And see, everybody who want to be that, you ain't ready to put it in that work.
that's
you understand what I'm saying?
Every time, that's why they want to be there, to avoid the work.
Yeah.
He Jesus, he already got beat for
just a couple people around you. That's all you got to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. If only 1/4 of the people in the world decide to help 2 people, that'd be 75% of the people in the world. You understand what I'm saying? But see, every motherfucker is trying to come out and affect 80,000 people, you know, 8 billion people, whatever the count is, what they trying to do. You understand what I mean? First of all, because you get money. I see them. See, my channel, I don't, no, don't get me wrong. I got people that support the channel. But see, if I was on here telling these people that, look, I got the keys. Yeah, I'd be getting crazy, man. You see what I'm saying? See, where I fuck up at, I come and reveal the pimping. You see what I'm saying? See, these people, I ain't gonna say these people, but look, a lot of people, look, let me tell you the greatest pimping, look, this is the greatest pimping, I don't care who you get. It's never been pimping greater than this. The greatest pimping of all time is original sin. That you was born fucked up. So you gotta pay me. you gotta pay me, son. Hey, look, Holmes over here with the white robe in the plate. Yeah, put it over there. That's it, son. How could you get better than that, son? You was born fucked up. I ain't got to break you. You know what I'm saying?
I see that shit. Once I be in church, once I went to church, I see it. It's a business.
Yeah.
That shit is a business.
You don't want to fuck with me? See, cats that don't fuck with me, it don't work out good for them. Got the devil out there. You want to come with the pimping. You know what I'm saying? You want to come with the pimping. It don't get better than that. That's why they got everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because look, through me, they put money in that plate. You come back on my side.
Well, how people don't look at that shit as weird though? That's what I don't understand.
They used to it. It was raised like that.
Born into it.
Yeah, that's all the part of the pimping. Is that, listen, you know, now that you're down, you know,
You gotta pay.
we can let you into the upper chamber, right? But it's about how much you paying the pimping. See, you ain't tithing right. You're tithe, you ain't tithing right. You ain't paying the pimping right. So you ain't gonna come up like that. It don't get better than that. I don't care who you get the bishop, you get pimping king, you get sinful to P, it don't matter. Don't get better than that. But see, like you said, see, I see it clearly. Other people don't see it.
And it's crazy that they don't see
It says the devil keeps us blind to ourselves so he can master it.
Exactly.
It says, you see, here's the cold part says that it says illiterate means ignorant. So now, you say, well, I can read. That's on the basic level.
Read between the lines.
Now see, look, it see, like what he was saying, right? That's where the studying comes in at, right? Because see, look, when we go into the history, we find that even in the Bible, right? One of the ways how they conceal the pimping, right, is by not giving us all the scriptures. See, they had a particular slave Bible that only had, we don't want to use, you know, this used to be a Hotep channel. But they only had the part that was appropriate for the young ladies. They didn't have the part the pimping had. The pimping had all the scriptures. They only gave us the part that said, yeah, you was born fucked up, you gotta pay the pimping. That's it. So they didn't even know. But you know, I digress. I got another channel where I deal with that. Yeah, I do, you know, because I don't like to mix it too much. But, I don't know, we got any questions out there? Any questions in here? About to wind this one down. Got some matters to attend. Where you at now?
We didn't get to the lessons. I ain't been in a while.
Right. But what was the last thing you had?
Shit. We were talking about, last time I was here, it was the 28th.
Right.
Yeah.
28 for what?
Yeah.
February?
Well, I was going for a minute too.
December?
I was going for a minute too.
Yeah,
I took a little hiatus. Then my old earth returned to the essence and shit. I had to take a minute. That's why I came in with that new music. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's why you come around.
That's
the
the beat machine right there? That's the beat pad right there?
Nah. This is the broadcast.
Oh.
I got this right here. Like I said, see, look, my support is on the channel. I got this right here to do sound effects and all that stuff. But so yeah, I'm just back in the mix. But now I'm saying, where you at though? What you got? I remember you had the alphabet.
That's it. That's where it stopped. And then
You didn't get your physical degree?
Nah. I mean, all we did was that day we just talked about the wisdom built to destroy, and we broke it down. He was teaching me how to like break it down from what wisdom was, and then what build to destroy was, how to bring it together as far as like the math and that.
All right, you gotta get your physical degree now.
I got a question, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I had an argument with some guys at D-Mecca. I was taught alphabet with mathematics, meaning that like if you ask me knowledge, wisdom degree, and supreme alphabet, I'm gonna tell you love, hell, right. If you ask me wisdom, knowledge degree, and supreme alphabet, I'm gonna tell you you are not verse, right? I've had guys tell me now cipher.
So you don't mix them. Well, how I say, I don't think the God built on that, but how I say it, you know, a lot of times brothers would say don't mix it because it can be confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody would try to like we talk about like Wu-Tang, we talk about the 409, 311, like, you know what I'm saying? That's confusing. Like, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to keep it simple. But however, there are, you know, everything does have a mathematical order.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, when you see like the 12th letter alphabet,
and see, the guy that said this to me, right? I said, well, I'm not going to challenge your cipher and say that that's wrong. That I'm just saying that, and I'm glad we recorded. I'm just saying this, Lord. Tribe algebra, supreme mathematics. That's what we own in this nation. Most of the mathematics, like the guy said when I walked in here, I walked in at the perfect time. And there's not an alphabet that exists that doesn't have a mathematical order to it, right? Exactly, Lord?
Right. See, here's the thing: is that when you speaking, right? When you speaking, a lot of times it seems synonymous. But this is one of the best examples that see cipher and supreme mathematics is 0. And supreme alphabet is 15.
Exactly.
Right? Now, one thing to lock people's minds in, right? With what this mathematics mean, let's pretend it's money. I owe you cipher in the alphabet.
And then you got equality.
But I give you cipher in the mathematics. See, you're gonna say, nah, it's not right, exactly.
right?
So that's what it means. Now you're right in terms of it got a number and that number coincides with it, right? But in terms of once we start to use slang, like you said, like now if you want to substitute things, it starts getting mixed up. You know what I mean? Like when you say y equals self, right? Equals is a mathematical thing, right? English is a those are two different subjects, right? English and math, right? So you can't just add, like, see in letters, right? 2 6s is 2 F's. If you add 2 F's, what you get? You see what I'm saying? So it don't, you start to go off the deep end when you take it too far. When you take it past what you just said, that everything coincides with mathematics. You understand what I mean?
But I do get what you're saying though, because I've even flew off that, like in my learning, like get the twisting the name up and born the name.
And you get into too much stuff. See what I mean? And then once you start getting into things where it's like, alright, well, Earthborn's God, Devilborn's God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you start getting into all these different things, and then you see that, alright, there's a science to this, right? But it's not for all worlds. There's some things
look at it like what you said is right, exact. Like how you would see, even in math, the higher level you go, like you get geometry, algebra, calculus.
Right.
The same numbers you saw before, now they got these little symbols next to them and stuff that make them completely different. You have to have this certain level of intelligence to kind of like logically understand that don't go with that. You know what I mean? I kind of see it like that because I was telling the guy, because I was going back and forth, I said, well, by knowing that the mathematics is supreme alphabet, that's how I figured out a lot of the Mason devil talk. When they decide stuff, I said, that's how I figured out KKK was 11.
You sure you ain't got your, look in the beginning of your book. I think you got your physical degree. I think I recall giving it to you.
We had the 7 characteristics of water.
Well, hold on, you said 22, right?
Yeah.
You was building with that on me about that today.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying like that. I know you got it.
Yeah, 22, you know.
Listen, I do this by system.
I didn't know what physical degree was. I remember when
that's your age. You see what I mean? See, look, I told you, look, you gotta get the knowledge of yourself, right? And then when you write, then you build with everybody. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens. You, like I said, when you go to all them other places, they start telling you about stories about other people and shit, and how they fucked up on top of that, and how that's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like Adam and Eve did this, and now we born in original sin. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't buying that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it depends on what, you know, some people think some things is real. You know what I'm saying? But, see, yeah, you got that. Alright, we're gonna get you, we're gonna get you hooked up, right? So we ain't got no more questions over here in the chat, right? Any more questions out here in the room?
I want to add on with you, like, the whole Crip Jesus thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as a 5%, that, like, you know, it's like really like a conflict of interest in terms of, like, you know, the gang world and this world. But I know that you see, you study, you know, and you use that as a tool to reach your people or people that you grew up with. But what was that? How do you see it? You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you worded it that way.
And your righteous name is not
King Allah, yeah.
King Allah.
But when I came with that name, it's because I seen it as, I feel like when you look at power degree, right? In the 1 through 14, it says, why did you take Jerusalem from the devil? How long ago? Because one of our righteous brothers who was a prophet by the name of Jesus was buried there. He used his name to shield his dirty religion, which is called Christianity. Jesus' teaching was not Christianity, it was freedom, also to deceive the people so they would believe in him. That's a big part. Also to deceive the people so they would believe in him. And I like that part because it shows you that there was a knowledge of Islam having no beginning, no ending, this being a prophet of that, and them using that to twist and get in. It wasn't like the people were just ignorant. They said, you ever heard of Jesus? No, I'm gonna show you something. Like, people knew about Isa, you feel what I'm saying? And they ran with it, you know what I mean? They flipped the picture and so on and so forth. Same thing until it shows you that Columbus is half original and so on and so forth, right? And, okay. Also to see people say believe in him. Jesus' teaching was not Christianity, it was freedom, justice, and progress. This says Jerusalem is in Palestine, Asia Minor. That's big, what we're saying, because you see, today that's called Israel. You feel what I'm saying? As of, 64, 70 something? Now that's called Israel. So that goes back to what we were saying earlier about how the lessons keep going. Because you look at power degree, it says Jerusalem is in Palestine, Asia Minor. Today they're going to tell you Jerusalem is in Israel. See? See? So lessons is going to awaken you. It did calls it Palestine, Asia Minor. They don't even call that area Asia Minor anymore. They've flipped the whole map on you so far, right? We're barely halfway through the degree. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem was named given by the Jews, which means founded in peace. You know what I'm saying? It was first built by a original man called Jebus, also Salem area. Now that blew me away because when I first used to just memorize degrees, I didn't go look up the Jebusites and find out Melchizedek was the ruler of Salem, which is before it's called Jerusalem, and
Besides the Canaanites and all of them.
Yeah, and then you have Melchizedek being Greek, his name is Malik Sadiq. I mean, this stuff just, this all from power degree though. Just not even power degree, just that one little part I'm talking about with the Jebus Salem area. Then it says about 750 years ago, right? And I do the math on that coming from the date of the lesson, 1934 or 1933, because we deal with lost found Muslim knowledge. You go back to, what would be 1183. You feel what I'm saying? And you get the Holy Crusades. Now, back to what you're saying about the name and how I see it. I see it as, like I said, they take the stories and they run with them. Jesus, that's just in this translation how we saying it. How it says the power degree, they take his story, they use the shield of their religion, it's teaching freedom, justice, equality. So, in the reality, if you step outside of what the preacher's saying, because that's what we're dealing with today, the hippie with the sandal, this is why people get appalled. What? And I tell the guys, like, hold on, he's in lessons. The person we're talking about, right? He was against religion. You know what I'm saying? He says, you're gods. I'm the son of God. We do this, such, other. He's not dealing with the Samaritans, or they said in the story that the Samaritans, the Levites. You know what I'm saying? He's not dealing with any of these crews or groups. You know what I mean? And he's coming out saying, hey, we the guys. Now, they took that and twisted, don't get it wrong. So it's about bearing witness and showing forth that these people putting these titles on and glamorizing our original man, just like us, the original Asiatic black man, who we have the power within us. Once you know that once you can show and prove that you're the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, God of the universe, then you too, you feel what I'm saying, on the same level as Isa, Jesus, whatever you want to call him, you know, the brother of poverty group. 1 through 14, you know what I'm saying, who went to war over that city, you feel what I'm saying, behind him. Same thing you see with the different Buddhas, or you feel what I'm saying, the imams. Because they'll tell you Muhammad, but really, you got Uthman, you got these people that came right after that was caliphs. You understand what I'm saying? That so you have these leaders, these universal leaders. This is not, you know, what's crazy is what we're talking about. When you look at, let's say, ancient Egypt, right? When you look later, if you get, I don't want to get too spazzy, but if you just look later, like he was saying, we deal with now. They got so caught up in getting magical that they started coming with all type of guys.
Oh, yeah,
right? And they weren't even far off from what they were saying. They just were separating everything. So I like Allah of the sun. I'm Allah. We the Allah sun gods. You know what I'm saying? You're the water god. But they're going as far as sacrificing people and all that. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to glamorize that stuff, but when you look further back, which a lot of people don't, like he said, 30 dynasties. When you look further back, and you look at their names, simple. Ka, Amen. But they always talk about the Amen. The one before Ra, and so on and so forth. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just, then there's always a king leader who's Amen in the flesh. You feel what I'm saying? So they weren't coming from this whole spazzy mystery guy. They were coming from arm, leg, arm, head. Yeah. Whatever you do to him, you did to us. Yeah. That's where the whole king shit mentality and movement structure came from. It was from this movement of the original Islam, mathematics. You know what I mean? Dates and times and one leader, one head. You know, that's all been watered down with different names.
And remix.
But I say all that to say is Crip Jesus is like, okay, if you, I'm Crip Jesus, we're gonna drink the most 40 ounces and smoke the most people. The God of Crip, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's not, that's what they want to see. You know what I mean? That's what they hear. Oh yeah, but they see 5%. Oh God, Asiatic. Oh hell no! Hang this nigga from a cross. Kill him. Not the white man. What happens to Jesus? People don't admit this. The white man said, "I'm scared to kill this dude. We're going to do it because we have to." His people want to kill him. Remember, they said, "No. We don't teach that over here." You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like this is what your grandma and them gonna say. You know, what you mean you don't eat no pork? And what's crazy is, like I said about the guys teaching so much stuff, we're getting to a point now, though, where you see that. The guys can contest. It used to be hard to go find some vegan restaurants and stuff like that. This is all the work. You know what I mean? Dr. CBB and Mentioned by Nipsey. It's the same guys that taught me. It was that had him under when he just never got 120 and fully, you know what I mean? So he's got caught in that devilishment. You know what I mean? But it's to show and prove that if you actually read the story, what you're gonna experience, what he experienced was 5%. He became part of that small percent that's rejected, the rejected stone. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? But like the guy said, you only worry about that if you're doing it for praise. You feel what I'm saying? Like you only because even if you look on the internet and say, "Oh, you having a good time," like nah, they reject you. You feel what I'm saying? It's like that's the reality. You know what I mean? You even got people who are like you and be like, "Oh, I like your qualities, your character." Or you come in the name of Allah. It ain't about the belief. Because we don't deal with belief. We showing and proving. I don't care.
How you think? That's
what that means.
You about to be out? Hold on, one second. This was a question. What you learned while you was here? Was the trip worth it?
Yeah,
today?
Of course.
Nah,
honestly, what I've learned today is, there's people out there that got a little more understanding, just like me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I speak to my peers, and a lot of them don't think like me. A lot of them caught up in a lot of the devilish ways, if you want to say, or they just don't know. They just don't know. You know, and I felt like that for a long time as well. So, sometimes when I speak to people, I feel like I'm the only person talking. And I know I don't know everything. I'm an experienced person, but sometimes I just want to listen as well.
All right. That's
So
peace.
you got what you came for, man.
Yeah.
Now look, I'm gonna tell you, because you about to leave, but all of y'all, right? Everybody look, except her, right? If y'all wouldn't come back and start studying this, right? You gotta fast 3 days. That's just water.
Just drink water?
Yeah, just water. Because all the science that we talking about, right? You gotta show and prove that to yourself. See, like how I told you that, look, you got these things that's here in the realm of 6, right? And you got these things that's up here, right? One of the things that's in the realm of 6 is our body. See what I mean? So you gotta show yourself just what your power is, right? That you can master what's on that realm of 6. See, because food is something that you need. So if you can master that, right? Imagine all these other trials and tribulations that we're talking about. You see what I mean? That's something where you're going to learn about who you are. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, take the time to study, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you got that, it's going to feed the mind, right? We're not going to feed the body, we're going to feed the mind, if that's what you're going to do. I'm just telling y'all, don't show up the next time saying I'm ready for the lessons. Yeah, you gotta fast 3 days. Now look, you can bullshit me, but that's the kind of nigga you gonna be. That's the kind of nigga you is, and don't think it ain't gonna show eventually. You understand what I'm saying? But peace, black man.
Yo. You say, see you again, what, tomorrow, same time?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm here, yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays I'm here.
I can still come, even though it ain't gonna
Yeah,
be
even
3
if
days.
you don't fast, yeah,
I'm
nah.
saying it ain't gonna be 3 days tomorrow.
Oh yeah, nah, you get a lesson tomorrow.
Nah.
Before you get the lesson.
Yeah, fast 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I was thinking, right?
Also take your time with that too, you know what I'm saying?
Another thing I was thinking when I was in here, right? is
I'm used to that. I work around food too.
another thing I was thinking, you know what I'm saying, while the brother was talking, right, is I don't know if y'all can tell on the live right here, right? But we got a baby in here with us. She looks like she's about 7 years old.
Yeah, almost.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and as I was doing the knowledge, I was like, you know, I used to be her. Like my pops used to take me at the time. It used to be people that used to talk right here in front of the state building.
AllahChrist.
Yeah, they used to have like podiums out there and microphones, and used to be people talking, right? And look, I used to be just like her. I was there. I wasn't really paying attention, but I was around that wisdom. I was hearing those words, and I do remember. Look, it was a brother that was. He got up there. He was talking. He was like, "Yeah, so yo, I ran into Malcolm X, but he didn't say Malcolm. He said I ran into Malcolm. Boom, boom." So I said, "Pops was killed." I said, "My pops, what are you talking about?" I said, "Well, Malcolm X. This nigga know Malcolm X." That was what I was thinking. Like, that's what thinking on Malcolm X. Yo, was a dude there. He got up there. He was talking about, yeah, man. I was talking to motherfucking what's the dude? I was talking to Kwame Nkrumah. He goes, I know these motherfuckers. Like, you know, shout it. But being in the midst of that, just saying that years later, when I heard these words, right, I was attuned to that. Yes, I mean that level of talking I was already in tune with. It attracted me. It already had attractive power from that type of thing. So I just was thinking that it just reminded me of that. Just seeing her back there, just doing her thing. Don't seem like she paying attention, but she is.
You fasting?
That was good. That was good. Yeah.
That was the hardest, but it's like once I did it a few times, like I had to do it with all my students, like it's really like the hardest shit you could do. Not hard in a bad way, like it's so hard. I mean like it's the toughest, like to make you feel what I'm saying? Because it's like it's been times I may have been in a financial crunch and be like, I'm not gonna go without food. And then in Ramadan, like in Orthodox Taoism, I call that cheating fasting because you're eating when the sun's down. You know, a real 72 is just water in your body for 72 hours.
Well, that's also an exercise of your mind power.
I know this on the understanding day. I usually have a bowel movement or something that probably wasn't gonna come out the other day. That usually happens to me. Like I literally clear out in that.
Yeah, it's effects. Yeah, there's good effects, you know, for the body as well. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just see everything that God says right and exact. But see, I just don't want to mislead people. Don't think you purifying yourself. Like you gonna fast 3 days and then you come now you holy. You know, all the 29 years or whatever the fuck you was doing is cleansed from you now. You just learned something about yourself. Like both of them just told you. See, like even what he just told you, something about his body that he learned about his whole science of digestion. You see what I mean? That he never would have learned if he didn't do that. See, that's the science with this mathematics, right? We never really know until we apply it. You understand what I'm saying? We just sat here, we just said all this. Now you gotta go out there and live it though.
Right.
See? And like I said, that's when it gets hard. You know what I mean? Or, like I said, look, you might go out there and live it, that part might be easy, but then the consequences might be hard. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever the case is, but you don't know until you actually apply it. You see what I'm saying? Like a person can say they know how to build a building. You know, if the roof fall on us, we know they don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That the proof is in the pudding right there. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with this mathematics, right? Is that we saying it, but when we go out there and apply it, does it really work? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the things what I'm saying is because I already had this experience. Y'all already had these experiences, what I'm talking about. We know we spoke about. So, but that's why I say you gotta write your own book, because now you about to go out there and have experiences that I don't know nothing about. I don't know you was involved with that. I don't know the people you dealing with. I don't you understand what I'm saying? So you gonna be the best knower of that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why look, I gave you the same thing what I got. That's why we consider this the greatest nation, right? Is because we don't make you waste no time. I already told you what I could tell you. Everything else you're gonna learn, right, is gonna be about building yourself up to the idea that now you have in your mind of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, like you said, boom, you a musician, right? You wanted to do music at a certain point, but now you gotta go put all the shit together. You gotta go get the equipment, you gotta get the knowledge of how to use the equipment, you gotta get the, you know, the instruments, the samples, whatever it is that you're gonna use, right? You got that idea. Somebody, you know, you might have seen somebody making beats and was like, yo, I wanna do that. But now you gotta go back and do all that legwork to get to that point. See, we ain't gonna make you study 35, 50 years. We ain't gonna make you carry our water. You ain't gotta wash our drawers. You ain't gotta do, you understand what I'm saying? None of that. But you is gonna have to do something for you, or we gonna tell you to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people don't wanna accept. When we tell them, go ahead. But yeah, other than that, I don't know, we could wind this one down, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. I know we missed some parts, we had some technical difficulties, but fortunately for us, Inf Mega was here in the building, and he has all the segments that probably got cut out over here. I suppose he'll be posting them over the next couple of days, you know what I mean? Shout out, you know, to the brothers. We had the guy Almighty come out here from Detroit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to his pops. You know.
Real quick, you wanna add on something though, man?
Oh, you from LA? My bad. This whole situation. But you know, yeah, the guy came right, hey, look, even better, guys.
You wanna add on something, Almighty?
We gotta go. LA report. Like downtown Los Angeles, or Malibu too, probably. Next week, Wednesday.
You know what I'm saying? Say your name one more time, your righteous name?
King Allah.
King Allah, you know what I mean? So now all of y'all know when y'all see Crip Jesus in the future, y'all can let people know that that's King Allah in all reality.
5% is on that name, on Crip Jesus thing, like, because...
Shit, even King Allah, they got you, like... The guys don't play, you know what's up, but I like it though. I don't want to be, you know, part of nothing where it's, hey, what's up, brother?
You know, not for nothing. I did hear that a lot from the brothers that's from the West Coast. They always said that, listen, you know, like he said, on face value, it's like, yo, when people start talking that righteous shit, we be like, nah, it's some soft shit, we ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yo, nah, the guys, yeah, we fucking with that. So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're going to,
Now, real quick, I said, Almighty, you got anything you want to add on?
Oh, yeah.
I'll pray all the gods, free praying, free the we, free the mob, you know what I'm saying? Nation will continue, you know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods.
Thanks.
All right.
Peace to God.
So, you know, of course, y'all know we here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So, you know, I got to handle everything and tune in. So we're going to sign off right now. Say peace from the G building. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the brothers that came through. What's your name?
Anthony, aka Swerving.
Anthony. We'll leave it at Anthony. You know what I'm saying?
I can say this. The babies are the greatest. Don't be scared to tell the babies. Because I remember one time, this is something I just remember. I remember one time it was a brother came down from the Murray Park. And he had the flag. But we didn't know what it was. don't wear these jackets with the flag. But she didn't want to tell me. Like, yeah, we got, you feel what I'm saying? Or the black man is God, you feel what I'm saying? So she just was like, yeah, look at this, means this, man. I don't think he's ready. Because I'm like, what that mean? No, words about I'm like, why is the 7? You know what I mean? I caught on. You know what I mean? So, you know, and look at me now. You know, so who knows?
How long ago was that?
I was young. I was like a lot of youngsters that wanted to do music. So what the brother was saying was, hey, we could put the flag on his jacket when he's rapping. Put the flag out there.
Black men, this is what I'm telling you though. Even, see, that's why I said, see, God, who we are is who we are, God. You see what I'm saying? You didn't get it that time. Because, it was in you.
Yeah.
So the magnetic, see, you was a piece of steel with the magnetic. You see what I'm saying? And that's your birthright and your knowledge. So see, you was going to continue to be attracted to situations where that was the possibility. And then that was just the time you crossed the line, you know what I'm saying, when you met the individuals that, but see like how you can look back, see like just how I said with her, that I remember when I used to be there and people were saying certain things and I didn't understand it. But then when the time comes, so like you said, everything I'm just agreeing with you, I'm not ignoring. Is that like you said, God, you know, don't, you know, make sure this knowledge stays around the babies and the babies stay around this knowledge. You see what I mean? Because they going to take it places where it's not even, the places they going to take it don't even exist now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can never take it there.
It wasn't even no bigger cell phones or none of that.
Hey, look, now we on the internet.
All that we did, so.
God, listen, I remember when we didn't build on the phone.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker call you the phone, how you see days agree. Nah, God, I see where you go to school at. Where you live at. I'll come over there and build with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Wasn't no building on the phone. Now you're on the internet. God, look, like I told people, God, seeing y'all people from LA. God asked Born God, we first met Born God, we was looking at him like, yo, he's like an alien or something. How the fuck he got the knowledge in LA? Yo, you know his lessons too. We was yo, God, we couldn't picture that shit, God. Like, yo, motherfucker, way out there, how you got the knowledge? You understand what I'm saying? But, yeah, that just shows you, God, how this thing is going to happen, man, and how you look. That's why the babies is the greatest. That's why they the understanding. Because they got the crystal clear vision to see things, man, that we already blinded to. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, yeah, you know, for you already doing it. See, it's something, that's what I said, we already living it out. That's what I said. See, I'm just going to tell you, from what I see you doing already, right? You came here to get the knowledge. You brought your little brother and your daughter with you, right? You already doing a thing. I'm just going to tell you, you know, I'm giving you the details of what it is that you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't know that's what you was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when you make beats, you may not know what every note is that you're playing or whatever. Right? But you doing it. And that is the real important thing, the application. So, you know, yeah, that's it. That's look. And that's how you stop these motherfucking Frankenstein people. Teach the babies, man. Cause see, I'm telling you nothing about the babies. They don't play, God. See, a lot of shit you talking about, you know, people talking about this tree is harsh. The babies don't give a fuck about that. The babies don't give a fuck. This shit ain't right, we gonna let you know, son. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you keep this shit real. Motherfuckers, you thinking niggas gonna administer this into righteousness. No, the baby's gonna put the heat on y'all ass. And that's how it's gonna be righteous. At any rate,